I was in that intro.
Wow,
Hey.
you're famous.
Wow.
I think I made it there too. I
I don't
was
think you did. I'm going to be honest.
Hardjohn needs to chill with the @everybody on the Discord.
Everybody.
That is
Everyone
popping off 24/7.
Yeah, you know what? What Discord are you talking about?
What
Adam?
Discord?
The
What did-
PASMAG contributors Discord, actually.
When did we get a Discord for that?
That's a good question. It started about a year ago. It was supposed to be communications method for a previous rally. It was not. And then we turned it into contributor hub for everyone who contributes to PASMAG or key audience members who have become kind of part of the PAS family or what have you to communicate, share their work, share events, talk to us. Really good way to find out.
All of
what's
us are
going
there
on.
and you can kind of communicate with us.
Yeah.
I'm upset about the Discord. I have a bone to pick.
Oh boy, here we
So
Uh-oh.
in my
We barely
education
started.
in my education journey,
In my education. All right, yeah, let's go.
everybody always says, "Oh, let's use Discord for our group projects," and I'm like, "Are you guys like no?" And I refuse to download Discord.
Man,
but
what
now
happened
that
to
I'm
WhatsApp?
contractually obligated,
Oh no, you have to download Discord.
Using Discord for a group project is diabolical.
no, it's diabolical
You ever heard
because
of a group
everybody
chat?
exactly. You have a Samsung, so you're not allowed to talk.
What, group chats?
Yeah.
It works fine.
Listen,
fine for me.
WhatsApp is still a thing.
No, I use WhatsApp. I love WhatsApp.
Yeah. But anyways, so for anyone watching, so if you're a photographer, videographer, or, you go to car meets and you love shooting, this Discord is pretty much meant for all people who bring in automotive content, and then at least you get to share and communicate with other professionals in the industry.
Yes.
And you can share tips and tricks. So a lot of things that have been going in is people are uploading their pictures and saying, how do I make this car stand out more? Someone give me some things I can do to adjust it, and that's sick. The community's working together.
Hell yeah.
They're helping their own trades. It is so humble.
We didn't even do an intro. Welcome, guys.
Yeah, well,
That was the intro. Welcome.
Welcome. I am back once again.
We're back to our regularly scheduled BS.
I am done my exams, so guess who will be here for the next few months?
Sorry, everyone. Your break is
Yeah,
over.
sorry,
Yusuf's going to
guys.
be here for a long time.
Back.
For everybody that doesn't know us, welcome to the PASMAG podcast. For everybody that does know us, still welcome back to the PASMAG
Yeah, welcome
podcast.
back.
I was like, are you not going to welcome them?
If
they
you
don't
know
like-
us,
Nah.
no welcome
If
for
you know
you.
us, yeah, you know what you're in for.
For anybody that doesn't know me, I'm a MD,
Shut up.
millionaire philanthropist.
We were talking about the Discord, and that seems like a good segue. And we were talking about introductions, which none of us need. But we wanted to introduce our newest team member, Makala, our social media coordinator, who, if you're on the Discord, is the person who's actually smart enough to be running that kind of communication method and has it working out for all of us. So everybody say hello to Makala. Makala, how you doing?
Hi, Makala.
Hello.
How did you get into this this position and the car world in general? Where's it start for you?
Sure. So about 7 years ago, I decided I wanted to launch Drag Strip Media, which is a passion project of mine that kind of evolved into a local car culture group, and with it, an automotive photographer community here in Denver. So with that, the segue into the Discord here with PASMAG, I was personally looking for a way to connect everybody to make it easier for me to pull feature content onto the Instagram from our contributors. We had toyed with the idea of maybe creating a Google form or something. But it seemed like because PASMAG is so contributor heavy and it really relies on content from great photographers, it seemed like the best way would just be to create a community that would revolve around creation.
Cool. And for some of the guys that are maybe about to join the Discord, or even the people who are early and on there already, what are some of the standout features that make it so special and make it a really useful tool from all of us?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think it's really important to note, like you mentioned, the feedback part, just hopping in and being able to get feedback from other photographers, all with different styles and different tips and tricks. I think, we've probably all watched Larry Chen on YouTube or people like Peter McKinnon. And being able to have people that are actually accessible so that you can get feedback instead of just, typing in on YouTube like, oh, how do you do this? You can actually just ask somebody that already knows. So that's been a big topic of conversation. also just connecting with the community, being able to share your wins. We have a whole chat in there that's just labeled wins for you to talk about, brag
Love
a little
that.
bit.
I will never message in that chat.
Yeah, so there's a lot of really cool features. Obviously, it's still kind of in the works. It's going to be, I think, an ever-evolving project for me, just as I work to see what people really need and what people want to see in there.
Cool. Oh, that's really exciting. Thank you for taking that on. And God knows no one here at this table was going to use that Discord.
No.
Yeah, it would have been up in flames if I was in charge by now. So, thank
Just
you.
be like 13 music channels.
But yeah, so I guess what was the hardest part about kind of getting this Discord started? Like, did you already have the people the content creators that you wanted to reach out to, or did you start posting somewhere?
I actually had to ask Julia if we had a running list of contributors. And of course, it's an ever evolving thing in PASMAG, just that list of people that contribute content. So just reaching out to everybody on Instagram and being like, oh, hey, we have a Discord, come and join. Also just setting up the Discord itself, trying to find like a bot that would give people the right roles. And it was definitely a learning curve for me.
I gotcha. Yeah, for anyone that doesn't know, Discord is like a really good communications tool. So there's like roles that give you different access to different channels, all sorts of stuff you can do in there. And like we mentioned, more importantly, sharing with the community and getting some feedback and talking to the community. Find out who's going to be where. A lot of these contributors or people in the car community in general, they tend to, like ships in the night, they pass by each other at these events all the time, and they never actually get to meet face to face. So really cool opportunity for you guys to find out who's going to be near you, meet your internet friends, and maybe collaborate, which is always fun too.
Yeah, and I guess, Makala, since this is kind of like your passion project, where do you kind of see it going in the future? Like, what do you want it to turn into? Or is it kind of already like in that area or, realm of what you want it to be?
Do you mean with Drag Strip Media or with our Discord?
With kind of our Discord and Drag Strip Media as it is, because you've had a few years to work on that as well, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, with Drag Strip and the Discord both, it's all about bringing the community together, especially in terms of the photographers. Because when I first entered photography here in Denver, the local scene was pretty cutthroat with a lot of people who kind of just didn't feel comfortable connecting with each other on that close face-to-face basis. There was a lot of competition, but through connecting the community, we found that we all had space in the automotive photography scene, and there was room for everyone. And I think that can be translated to a larger scale in the whole culture.
Love it.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's wicked.
Well, Makala, it was awesome to finally get face to face in a way, and looking forward to working with you in the future. Hopefully we get to see you in person at some of these events coming up. And yeah, just want to say we really appreciate all your help and coordination and professionalism with that Discord. It's really cool.
Yeah, of course. Lovely to meet you all.
Yeah, likewise.
Likewise.
And if you're watching and you want to get in on that Discord, maybe you shoot for us, maybe you are a videographer, maybe you want to shoot for us or write for us or what have you, hit us up.
Maybe you're just really bored.
If we
Slide
like
in
you,
the
we'll give you the
DMs.
link.
Yeah. All right, wicked. All right, so Makala, we'll probably be seeing you again in the future. Thank
Yeah,
you again.
No doubt.
Killed it. So now on the podcast,
Back to our regular scheduled program.
Starting with some events. I think, right? You want to go to some events? I want to go to some events.
I like events.
so
Well, you don't want to go to an event this Saturday
Here's
with
the
us.
season. No, I don't.
Everybody in the chat, Harjan and I are going to a car show on Saturday, and Adam doesn't want to go
yeah,
with us.
Adam.
Why would I
Adam's
do that? I
too
have
cool
stuff to
for
do.
us.
I'm fixing my
guy.
car so I can go to events. okay?
British
You will
racing
fix your
green.
car and not go to events.
gotta
You'll
get
fix your
ahead.
car just to complain about it.
I'll fix my car to, yeah.
So last week was a pretty big concert, Coachella.
Hey, bro, we don't care.
Moving on.
But there was, an equivalent to Coachella in the car community.
This
That
is
we
the
do
worst
care.
segue of all
That, it's
time.
kind of a good segment. Listen. I spent all of last week watching Coachella live on YouTube. It was great.
You would.
Hey, find a new joke. But yeah, so another event that happened this last weekend was also
Super Lap Battle.
Super Lab Battle.
Super
Yes.
Lab Battle.
And the pre-meet. Specifically,
The pre-meet was
was
crazy.
crazy. Yeah. So who shot that for us?
RJ.
We know. I mean, you guys know. There's a fluff on my microphone. Sorry
'Cause-
for the ASMR.
Usually actual car shows are like they're always crazy, but when it's a really cool pre-meet, it makes it way cooler, in my opinion. X5 Diesel, shout out.
Pre-meets tend to be more fun. I don't know what it is about like a street style hangout. It's just so much more fun. I don't get it.
I think
It
pre-meets
tickles
are
the
more
part of my brain. That
I think it's more fun than the actual meet because it's more like
It's more chill.
you also feel more gangster. Because like anybody and their brother can go to the show, have their car in a show, whatever. But when you're at a freaking pre-meet with what's it like a new Ferrari and stuff like that, you're like, okay, yeah, I'm that guy.
You're right, yeah. But I mean, at the show, you also have to take in that there's a lot of people working at that show and a lot of security guards that are, casually patrolling around. It takes away a little, like, it feels very structured at the show. Whereas when you go to one of these pre-meets, no one really cares. It's just held in the back of like a warehouse.
no one's charging you
$9.97.
$27
Yeah,
for a poutine.
Exactly. You're
Oh my
just
God.
out there. It's like pretty much.
My hobby is sneaking snacks into car shows. Like one time there was a car.
Wait, what?
Okay,
You have
so
to
they don't-
sneak
You know
snacks
you can
in?
just bring it in.
Okay. Okay, there's
How
a
are they
show.
refusing you?
There's a show called Import Fest, and
Pat you down.
no, Import Fest doesn't let you bring food in.
They have his picture up on the wall.
Really?
Yeah, so like even
Boo.
water, like they won't let you bring a
Boo.
water
That's
bottle in.
true,
Wait,
actually.
what?
Are you
Yeah,
serious?
So
I had a Starbucks drink last time and they made me throw it out.
So
No way.
I was like, what?
somebody I know that looks similar to me and somebody that looks similar to my brother. There's at Import Fest, the venue. There's a massive like ledge thingy that you can like overlook the show, but you're allowed food up there. So we brought that. It's like 5 stories up, bear in mind, and we tied them in a bag and we dropped them down. Swear to God,
No,
I knew
respect
somebody.
it.
I knew somebody in theory. In GTA.
Any venue that says no food or drinks, you have to buy our overpriced food and drinks. They suck. Sorry.
They didn't
Yeah.
even have good food. That was the issue. Like, I'm okay overpaying for food at car shows, but don't make it a freaking like terrible hot dog, bro.
Oh, you don't want a $12 beef patty?
Like, if it's a good beef patty, okay, whatever. I know where I am. I'll overpay it.
All right, staying back on track. We have Super Rap Battles pre-meet.
So we
you
got a
probably
bunch of
see some
exotics.
footage. Yeah, you probably see the
A bunch of
footage
heavy
rolling right
hitters.
now.
Clearly, there has been more than one Ferrari F40 in this video.
Is this RJ's footage?
Yep,
Do we have RJ? Can we talk to him?
we do.
Oh, RJ!
Yo, yo, yo.
How's it going?
Hello.
RJ, what's
Good
happening,
going.
dude?
How about you guys?
Oh, that sounds weird.
Crinkle,
Is
crinkle.
anyone else getting that, or is
Yeah.
that just my headset?
No, it's all of
crinkly.
us.
It's crackling.
Are you under a tunnel?
No,
Are you crunkling a piece of paper?
He is offended. He's like, no.
no, I'm in an office.
Oh, damn.
Fair play. The paper one's a fair question.
No, this is Patrick.
So how's the pre-meet? Tell us about the vibe, the aesthetic.
Oh, dude, the pre-meet was awesome. So the company I work for actually we're a titled sponsor for that event.
Ooh.
So we were lucky enough to get front row seats and get there pretty early. It was awesome to see all the cars roll in and see all the vendors setting up, and it was really cool that seeing the Austin community come together for the pre-meet. There was a lot. That Petrol Lounge has an ungodly amount of crazy cars. I mean, they've got F40s, F50s.
Hell
They've
yeah.
got Porsche Singer in there. They've got an old Studebaker. Like, they've got some crazy cars. I mean, that building probably has $100 million worth of cars in it alone.
God damn.
Jeez.
But it was super cool, super chill. They had a DJ playing music. Everybody was vibing, free drinks. They were selling T-shirts.
What?
Everybody got to kind of,
Free
run
drinks.
around and look at some of the cars. And,
Take notes.
They had a really, really cool Lotus Elise. that
Oh,
was-
yeah. We just seen it with the green
The
camo on the
headlight
front.
one, yeah.
Yes, that thing is 1,000 wheel horsepower.
What?
Hell yeah.
COTA. Yeah.
Talk about a terrifying car. Holy crap.
Talk about wanting to
Oh,
kill yourself.
Yeah. It's just.
Yeah, that car was insane, man. But yeah, the pre-meet was absolutely amazing. We go to the Petrol Lounge at least once a month and have a little event there, kind of like
Oh, I love
similar
that.
to that, but not always the same.
Yeah,
but
Such
it
a
was pretty
cool facility.
It looks so sick. What time did the pre-meet start?
Started at about 6 o'clock. We got there at about 4:35.
Oh,
set up,
jeez.
And then the pre-meet started at 6 and ended at like 8:30 to 9. So it was pretty fun.
Hell yeah.
Well, that's good. It's a pretty big turnout, too.
Like, there's a dude just doing
Yeah,
push-ups.
yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah, they usually have one of the companies will have a little sim set up where they do a competition of sim racing and then they give away a prize to whoever wins. It's pretty neat.
Oh, this is cool. Oh, was that a blue Cybertruck I saw in the back there?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, okay.
He's like, I
Yeah,
wish you
there's a
didn't
bunch
see
of
that.
those here.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, this pre-meet looks very sick.
Any vehicle like really stand out as like the oh my god, this is insane,
Isn't
other
it
than the
40?
1,000 horsepowers?
Honestly, man, I think that one was like the big wow
That's the
factor
one.
behind
Yeah,
all
okay.
the cars that were there.
1,000
I mean,
horsepower.
unless you go inside Petrol Lounge, and then they have Paul Walker's original S7 Saline in there.
Oh,
Oh,
damn.
sick.
Whoa.
Nice.
That's a
So
cool.
this guy Kevin that I shoots for out at COTA sometimes, he's got a 2 GT Mark 4s, a GT Mark 2, original Ford GT.
Okay, this guy's balling.
Yeah, and he's got a Saline full cup car. Like he's got a bunch of cars.
For those of you that don't know GT Mark IV, we're talking about like the Multimatic race car, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
GT Mark 4.
That's like
it's strictly a track car.
that's
You can't
hardcore,
run 'em.
super hardcore track weapon.
If you're listening, adopt me, please.
I told him the same thing.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate you grabbing this footage, and then I think you also got us some Super Lap footage as well. Were you at the actual event? I assume so, right?
Yes, I was there both days from 6:30 in the morning till 5 in the afternoon in the blazing hot sun.
Oh,
Fun.
Dedication.
I wish we had blazing hot sun here.
Yeah, I'll take some of
I
that
don't.
right now.
You can come have it.
Do we have footage of Super Lap, or do you just do photos? What was happening there?
yeah. It's
No. You should have footage of Super Lap.
All right, we're just waiting for it to show up on the screen here.
We are waiting. Everybody in like warm U.S. states have such cool custom license plates.
Oh yeah.
That's something I've noticed.
Yep.
Because when you only need one car, you can spend a little extra for a vanity plate.
Does that one say you're valid?
You're valid.
We have 3 of them with vanity plates. So.
Our vanity plates here are like $340.
Is that what it costs?
Oh.
Yeah.
which is like one freedom
I thought it was
dollar.
like 200, and I was like,
No.
yeah, I'll pay
Wait, is that
200
a-
to change my plate.
320 or
A
340.
one-time fee
I'm not
or
paying that.
yearly?
It's a one-time
One
fee.
time, yeah.
150 a year.
Whoa, that adds up.
Jeez.
Because
I'd rather pay it once.
That's crazy.
but here they somehow don't approve much. Oh, a lot of trailers,
Oh, this must be
Okay.
Super Lap Battle.
Oh, sick.
Hell yeah.
a lot of fast cars.
It's race day. Oh,
Oh.
hell yeah.
Yeah, there were some crazy cars out there this weekend.
Rig.
There was a nice 1,600 wheel horsepower Corvette that actually won the event. He placed first in the best time. He ran a 2-minute flat at COTA, which is insane.
That is insane.
And then there was crazy cars out there. They had a full carbon body Viper. They had an Apollo IE full carbon in purple that was out there. Oh, that car was beautiful, stunning.
This event just looks like very insane.
I'm a
Very-
fan of all the race cars. I
that
like
event
this.
is popping. That event's popping every year. I've shot that event
What, GT4?
every year for the past 4 years.
Is it that Corvette that you're talking about with the Momo?
Yes, probably.
That is at my other place of work. We have a race car. That is our biggest competition. That
looks
Corvette is
Wow.
way too fast.
Jeez.
Way
Yeah,
too
he's got
fast.
straight cut gears.
Oh, what is
sequential
this?
training.
Apollo IE.
That's the Apollo.
That's sick.
If it's the one I'm thinking about, he also ships it around the world. Like he went to Ibisu, or not Ibisu. He went to Japan and smashed some lap times on like tracks
Oh, wow.
everywhere. He's just
All-
traveling the world to smash records.
All in the name of frickin' freedom.
That's such a flex. Oh,
That's crazy.
Nice.
Fitment.
that S2K is
That
nice.
fitment's insane.
Oh, there's the Apollo on track. What a
There were some
wild looking
crazy cars
vehicle.
out there. Yeah, the Apollo was out on track a
And a
lot.
Subaru.
Wow, that's a nice
At the
shot.
end of the event on Saturday, they actually did a hot lap where they were actually giving people ride-alongs.
No way.
They were actually
Nice.
able to ride along in the Apollo and do 2 hot laps per person.
That
It
is
was nuts.
badass.
Wow. That's so cool.
Motorsports events 10 times cooler than car shows.
The only issue is you have to drive 10 times further than car shows.
Well, yeah. Worth.
Yeah, well, this
Oh,
event
yeah.
actually it's a 3-for-1. So you got
Oh, let's
car
go. I-
shows,
Lambo doors.
You've got track racing and you have drift. All
Love
Oh,
in
it.
that's
one
awesome.
event. So it's pretty neat.
That is awesome.
Did they at least have good food there?
Oh yeah, dude. They had all kinds of. So they usually have food trucks and they usually have the COTA Cafe is usually open, but they were remodeling the cafe.
Oh,
They
shoot.
usually has pretty good food, but the food vendors were really good. They had one called Iron Horse Burgers, and bro, the burgers were so good,
Sick.
so good.
Everybody loves a good burger.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a toss-up between the burger and the fries. I couldn't decide which one was better because they were both really good.
So we're definitely gonna have to go next year, not for the driving, but for the food.
Down.
For the food only.
And for the pre-meet and the food at
For the
event.
pre-meet and the food.
We won't even look at the truck.
Yeah.
A bird box away from the truck.
Oh
If
man.
y'all come down, let me know, and we can get y'all some VIP passes to the pre-meet.
Oh, hell
Get
yeah.
you in there to where you don't have to register or anything like that.
Yeah.
100% appreciate it. Thank
I'm
you.
into
Oh, it's
it.
gonna be wicked.
This is awesome.
Yeah, more race events, please. This is the kind of thing.
There's just
I'm hanging
infinite
over.
footage because there's infinite stuff to see here. Wow.
I imagine it's bonkers
Yeah,
hot
I
out.
cover Super Lap every year. I've been there for the past 4 years, like I said. So
Hell yeah, dude.
How would you say it's been over the past few years? Has it been, getting better, or stayed the same, or getting worse?
Oh, it's super consistent. Like, it's probably, honestly, one of the most consistent events that I've ever been to. When you go, it surprises you every time. Because, like, for instance, last year, they didn't have an Apollo out there. They had a couple of cool cars. They had a Bugatti Chiron. They had a couple Sennas. And then this year, they bring out an Apollo IE. And it's like, wow, like, y'all are really hitting it. So it's always to be expected to be a great event and see some amazing cars and some amazing drivers. Like, I've got one guy with PhD. His name's Jackie Dean. I've caught his car with his 2 wheels a foot and a half off the ground around turn 3. And, oh, my God. And I went out there and I shot his car a couple times. You'll see it in the photos. It's the light blue and carbon fiber M2 competition.
Oh yeah, that was cool. I like that.
Dude, that car, that kid has the biggest cojones I've seen on anybody. he is not afraid to put his car to the limit at all.
That's
Love to
awesome.
hear that.
Ooh. So
Yeah, the
clean.
event's super consistent. You're always gonna see something awesome there. You're always gonna, run into people You're always gonna run into new people that are out there, and it's pretty cool. It's an awesome event.
I think you find that with these like high-level motorsports events that like even in the non-motorsports part of the show, it attracts a certain type of crowd that has like a pretty high standard for automotive anything in general. And it's definitely showing in the show side here.
Ooh.
That is
I haven't seen
sick.
anything in the show side yet that I'm like, why is that there?
Right?
Minus that guy's
Yeah.
shift knob.
GS
Yeah,
Kings,
there were some
Texas.
cool cars at the show. There were some really cool cars at the show. It wasn't that bad. The car show side of it was pretty fun. Like I said, I mostly, when I'm out at a track, I'm shooting track. I
Yeah,
love
of
track
course,
shooting.
of course.
It's like my biggest, I don't know, I just love it. It's something about being able to catch a car going 130 miles an hour and catch the car in full focus and have everything else blurred, and it's a challenge.
I hear you.
Anybody can click a button on a car in a parking lot, but it's a whole different animal. when
Yeah,
you're tracking
true.
the car with your camera, shooting at 1/40th of a shutter speed and trying to get everything in focus.
Oh, the Versace slippers in the back. Who is this guy? That's crazy.
Oh, what size are those?
Yeah, there's some wild cars. Was that the W12?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I keep expecting
Yeah,
the video to end and
That's my
start
buddy
looping.
Steven.
It's not.
ESRs though.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
actually my buddy Steven with the W12, the Audi.
Oh shoot.
That
That's
car's
so
cool.
Yeah.
Straight up VIP, beyond VIP. That dude's got 10 grand worth of wheels on his car.
Oh jeez.
I don't
Mind-boggling.
even have 10 grand worth of car. Damn.
Yeah.
I don't have 10 grand worth of car in my car.
I don't have 10 grand worth of anything. My car's not barely a car.
I have 10 grand worth of rust. It's just-
I got 300,000 miles of car. I guess.
He's like, I got $10,000 in gas that I've paid over the
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Well, RJ, we really appreciate you going out of your way and capturing all this stuff for us.
Yeah, thank you
and
so much. Really
It
appreciate
looks
it.
like an awesome time. I'm a little bit jealous
Absolutely.
of the sunshine and the
there's
motorsports.
if y'all enjoy the motorsports, there's a few more events coming up out at COTA. I know there's the GT Cup racing that's going
Yes,
to be
sir.
going on towards the end of the month. I'm going to try my best to get media credentials for that and get out there and shoot that if I can, depending
Okay.
on what we got going on in our normal life. But
other than that, if y'all want more motorsports, I can definitely. I live 30 minutes from the track, so I can.
Oh dang.
Hell yeah, dude.
100% get
Awesome.
any content you guys need out at motorsports. for sure.
Wicked, dude. Yeah, keep us in the loop and safe travels. And
Really appreciate
hopefully
it.
see you
Thanks
soon
so
with some
much.
more events.
Yes, sir. Thank you guys. Y'all have a wonderful day.
Thank
You too, man.
RJ.
Yeah.
Take care.
Thank you. Man,
Okay.
RJ is such a
Would love to go
legend.
there.
What a good guy.
Is that still happening?
Yeah. You guys
Oh, no,
it's
it's good.
gone now. It was
What a good guy.
I
Bro,
would
that
love
was a
to go
lot of
there.
footage.
That was a
Yeah.
lot.
That was a
of,
lot
That was
of
a
footage.
lot of
show
cars.
looks busy.
The amount of time it takes not only to shoot all this footage, but then compile it together in like a manageable.
At least 10-15 minutes at the minimum. Bare minimum.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Probably, definitely more.
Shout out RJ, man. Can't
Makes
thank
me
you
really
enough.
miss just being at
I
the
know.
track on a nice day.
Yeah.
I know.
So what haven't we
Really
done in a
nice.
long time?
I'm
guys?
excited for
track.
this one.
Okay, well, other than go to the track,
We haven't looked at
Review a
some
car?
feature submissions.
yeah, and I know Youssef's been itching to roast some cars, so hopefully
You guys
we
aren't giving us roastable cars.
guys.
True.
Like, I want to bully people professionally.
I'm
please.
looking at the sheet and I see 2 cars that we have to check out for features right now. And from the looks of them, I can't see anything. I'm judging based on the make and model. They might be pretty good.
I'm judging based off the make and model, and some of them might not be.
Ooh, we got a first one. Carlos Matos.
Carlos. I'm not going to try and say the last name wrong. But Matos
I
might
think
be
I
it.
already butchered it, so
Yeah, he
don't
did.
worry.
That body kit is hard as nails. Oh, this is like a full-blown everything build. There's friggin' fiberglass enclosure subwoofers.
Dude, is that a carbon fiber air tank in the back? That's insane.
With COTA straps on it or painting, I can't tell.
Yeah, it looks like straps. Man, the
Meister L1's always a classic.
Yeah, good wheel.
Good choice.
I don't know how I feel about riding on tires.
I don't
I see it
feel
a
good
lot
about
now,
that.
and I don't
fits
like
with
it.
this though, because of like the.
With the
You know
racing
what I mean?
number,
With the
yes.
racing
With the racing
vibes.
number, you can
I'm gonna
kinda
be
get
honest.
away
I don't
with
like tire stickers under any circumstance, but
it. Yeah, I feel the same way. Oh, this car rocks. I like that. I just love S2000s lately. I don't know what it is.
Man,
it's a car that I never really cared for.
I
when
feel
was
like I've
younger.
never seen those fog lights before. Those
I
are
don't know.
That's part
I've
of
never
that
seen
bumper.
that.
those are so different.
Well, yeah.
Those
Thank
are-
you.
yeah, those are
Thank you,
really
Sherlock.
Yeah.
Just because they're not fog lights, they're part of the bumper.
Yeah, I know, but like, wow, that's cool.
Yeah, I've never seen that either. That's
I
cool.
like it.
I see what I assume is
Now,
facing
2005
Does it
for
have a
your
hood on?
is this an AP1 or AP2?
Shit, I don't know, bro.
is
It's AP2, right?
AP2.
2005 later in the life.
Well, do I have a surprise for you about this vehicle? We have the owner on the phone.
We do indeed.
Carlos. Hey, is that Carlos?
Hey, that's me. That's me. What's up, man?
How's it going, brother?
Everything's good, man. I've been waiting for this one.
Yeah. Man, the car looks. Oh. All right.
that fix it?
It's Bluetooth, so it's gonna be like that.
Oh, unfortunate.
Oh, the Bluetooth device has not been connected
Sorry, we're
successfully.
getting,
Not
we're
paired
getting some
success.
sketchy audio. You still here with us, Carlos?
I'm here.
All
I'm
right,
here.
cool. We're looking at your car, and it's pretty wicked, dude. What kind of
pretty
power are
good
you
at that,
making?
thank
I haven't pulled up the spec list yet. In fact, I don't think I have it.
Oh man, I don't know exactly because I haven't put in a dyno yet. I'm waiting for a few upgrades. I'm not going to disclose that yet, but I'm going to do something really special with it. So I got tuned by my man in Puerto Rico, JD Performance, remotely.
Whoa.
sick.
After I put that carbon fiber track work on, I called him up and said, "Hey, dude, I need somebody to tune this car until I get the rest of the stuff done." And he was in New York on a vacation, and called me in his hotel and said, "Dude, turn the car on, go."
That's wicked.
And it was 2 hours riding around on the street just getting the thing tuned and set up. I had to come back to the garage and fix a few things myself, and then call him back and say, "Hey, it's ready." And then, okay, then ride on. Let's get it done.
That's wild.
So power-wise, this car has, I think it's 237 stock.
Okay.
It does feel a little bit more powerful. We turned the VTEC down to 4800. So I don't know. I'm looking to 400 when I get everything done. So let's see. I'm crossing my fingers and hoping for 400, no more than that, because I had an EK with 500 horsepower EK hatch. And I want to enjoy the S2000 on the curves, and
Yeah, you don't want it to be too powerful.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you kind of lose the essence of and drivability on the road.
Yeah, it's more fun when you can go flat out.
Adam always says that 400 is the magic number.
Yeah, I honestly think it is.
I would
even
say
like
420.
300 was the magic number, kind of like I could have just stopped there and
130
been
is
all
the
right
magic
with it.
number for me.
75.
In my budget,
a stock Prius.
104 wheel is the magic number.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude,
I
this
talked
looks
to a
great.
pal, a friend of mine.
Each day this weekend, he made it supercharged, and he I think he got like 325, and he's having a blast with it. So let's see. I will update you guys when I get it done.
Sounds good, dude. This thing is, I love it. It's great.
What I recognize the kit, but I can't name it. Can you tell me what the kit is? Is it a mismatch of kits?
No.
You have him all the way down.
Phone you keep
I'll
up.
give you the story real quick. This car, I bought it in Texas. I was looking for a car that was kind of wide-bodied already chopped up, because I didn't want to chop up a brand new, a stock body. And I found one. I brought it in. It had, I believe the kit that it had on was a Aero Battle kit. So the rear fenders of this car is an Aero Battle. I modified them, and the front fenders are Jay's Racing. Now, the caveat with this one was I was going to buy a spoon front, original spoon bumper, but I didn't want to chop it up either.
Yeah,
because they're expensive.
Fair.
Yeah, so I got with a friend that I know online, and we found this replica spoon with carbon fiber fog lights. So they had that accent that I wanted, and since I wanted it to be flush with the wide body, I molded the front bumper.
Oh damn.
See that it's squared away.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
I didn't like that indenture that it had, wide body fenders with the stock bumper. So it took me a little bit of finagling, cutting around and molding the thing.
Yeah, of course.
That's sick.
Yeah, but I did this. Took me like 2 months to do the front end, and then
Wow, that's quick.
the rear. Yeah, I did. Fortunately, the fenders were pretty squared away. Maybe I didn't have a lot of work there, but the bumper was mad difficult to square away. And then the rear quarter panels, they were riveted. And I didn't like how they looked. I had a few, you can see the light through the fenders and stuff. I didn't like it. So I went ahead and I waited till the season was over and started in November. I finished, I think it was the end of February, molding that thing.
Damn.
I had to cut the fenders. I wanted it done correctly. A lot of people, want to just cut and seam seal, and it's all right. But I wanted to protect the car. So I went ahead and cut it. I welded it. I took it to the bare metal, and I used a 3M panel bonder and riveted it back on and left it like for 3 days. I literally grabbed those fenders with my 2 hands and started rocking that car and see if it would crack.
Yeah, that ain't going
thing-
nowhere.
She ain't going nowhere.
That's not going. Yeah, I think that 3M panel bonder holds up to 3,000.
Yeah, that stuff
pounds.
is strong, dude.
It's super strong, man.
I don't know.
I did that. Unfortunately, the bumper, I cracked it 2 times, airing it out. So the last thing I did, I took the bumper off, I aired out the car, and that's where I started modifying that Aero Battle on the back end, because the tires are too thick and they started hitting on it. So yeah, I cut that rear end, I worked on it, and there it is, man. I mean, it doesn't rub anything. I took away like 3.5 inches of a quarter panel.
Jeez.
And I wanted to keep kind of the essence of the S2000. I didn't want to take too much of it, but also, keeping it unique to what I like.
Yeah, I think you've done a pretty clean job here. Like it's pretty
yeah.
cool. What is that that rear view mirror? What company makes it?
Oh, you mean the one on inside?
Yeah,
the interior? Yeah, that's a Zoom carbon fiber mirror.
Wow, looks different.
Yeah, that's a Zoom carbon fiber. It's everything on this car is carbon fiber. There's no imitation or no wrap of any sort.
So yeah, I think I speak for pretty much everyone here. Like, this is a crazy build. I feel like almost every bolt has been touched. And it's been very tastefully modified.
Very tasteful.
I like the one of one body, like no S2000.
It's kind of like a Frankenstein build, but like it doesn't look like a Frankenstein build, which is nice.
Yeah.
It's refreshing to see something different. I think, definitely
feature it.
Up in the running for a feature. It's
I appreciate that.
Wow, this is wicked. But yeah, Carlos, thank you for calling in, man.
Thanks for your time, dude.
Yeah. Keep your phone on you. We'll be in touch soon, dude.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity. I appreciate that. I got all my pals watching, so.
Yeah, shout out to Carlos's homies.
Don't worry, we'll make sure you make it into one of our issues.
Gus says super clean in person.
Appreciate it. You need anything, just give me a call. I got more pictures and videos and stuff.
Yeah, no, don't worry. I got some Bodywork. I'll send my car over.
Thanks a lot, man. Take care.
All right, have a good one, brother.
Bye.
Thank you.
See you, dude.
Same to you, guys.
So our homie Gus says it's super clean in person too, so he's obviously seen it.
I mean,
trust
yeah,
Gus's,
like the photos were did it justice. Like, it looks good.
Okay.
that red was killer too.
It was.
I like that red.
I have established the perfect power number for a car.
420.
No.
74.
No.
362 pound-feet of torque, 110
Would you ask
horsepower.
Chat GPT?
Wait.
What is
363 pound-feet of torque and 2.
362 pound.
I was gonna say I make 364 pound-feet. I'm in
No.
the friggin'
And
Goldilocks,
110
so.
horsepower at the crank.
110?
110.
What are we driving? Like a diesel?
This is
2004 to 2009 Toyota Prius.
You heard it here first,
Crazy.
folks.
By the way, we have LMs on our Prius at home. So lower your tone, all you rep boys.
Booyaka shaka. What? So moving on next, we have another event.
Oh, I thought the
Supra.
third gen Priuses.
Why do I recognize this?
Whoa, wow.
Do I recognize this, or is it the same as every Mark V Supra?
Intake downpipe tune. Probably.
do
I didn't read any specs.
Well, hold on, move your head, Hard John.
It's more tire riding for you guys. Oh, no.
I see
It is.
Do I see
Oh no, that's a
big
yeah,
sticky
that's a wheel.
rear tires?
Stancing out on welds is kind of crazy style.
Yeah, is
Yeah.
this like big power?
Beadlock rear tires.
Is this low-key big power?
Man, the fronts are on like 20s and the rears are on like 17s.
Talk about a car that grew on you. Does anyone else feel the same way? Like when this Supra first came out, I could not
100%.
care less. And now I see them, I'm like,
Yeah.
good car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
But the freaking Z, every time I look at it, ugly car
Really? I love
I
them.
love the
to this day.
These Supras look good, though. I really like the rear end. It's kind of the Mark IV Supra all over again. The back just looks so cool.
It's iconic, kind of like taillights. It's a nice design.
A little bit of carbon fiber everywhere. Do we have Chattar? I hope I'm saying
damn.
his name right. Chattar? Chattar?
Not yet.
No? Okay.
Um,
I can figure out how to
the
pronounce his
cat.
name.
Stancing out welds is kind of crazy style. I like that.
Yeah. It makes you like wonder.
Holy moly. Yeah, those are big
That's what I
old...
said.
big
Yeah,
arm legs.
Honestly, other than like the rear fitment, it's like a pretty
Wait,
basic
wait, what's that
Supra.
license plate? Full bolt on for what? Oh boy. That's probably built.
FB04 what?
Yeah, full bolt
Aesthetically,
on.
it's basic other than the like fitment.
Yeah,
on
I
the
think
welds.
the idea is like a sleeper thing. That's
Yeah.
kind of what I'm gathering from it. I don't have a spec sheet, unless I do.
I mean, yeah, it looks like clean. I don't
So
think there's
it
anything,
is
like,
clean.
Super standing out.
I like the cat sticker on the back. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would say generally I'm a fan of mismatched wheels.
You would be.
Not feeling this combo.
I mean, when you have weld drag radials, the drag pack on the back, you kind of have
You
to.
kind of have to, but I just the design wise, I feel like they're kind of
Yeah, they're a little opposing. I
contradicting
see
a
what you
little
mean.
bit.
Okay.
Like we got the 5-spoke in the rear.
Yeah, it would have been cool to have like a 5-spoke matching up front. I get what you're saying.
Something similar. You know what I mean?
I'm on his Instagram and he has a post captioned, "If your rear tire size starts with a 2, lower your voice when you talk to me."
Which is fair. I mean, this.
I make
car's-
160 horsepower and have a 3 in the rear, so
My 240 tires start with
Next
two.
PASMAG build is a wide body Prius. Wicked.
Sick.
By the way, for those of you that
By the
don't
way?
know, we're not even just saying this as a joke. We actually love second gen Priuses at the office. They're sick.
Do we have Chattar? Am
We
I saying
do.
his name right? Chattar, is that your name?
Yes, it is.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hey, Chattar.
How's it going, dude?
Yeah. Good. How are you guys?
Good, man.
Uh,
we have one very important question. How much horsepower
Yeah.
does this thing make?
800 to the wheel.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
brother.
jeez.
All right. That's what I expected.
Wow.
That's sick.
So what is that? Just headers and a tune, or?
No, it's just downpipe and tune.
Yeah.
Intake downpipe, tune intake.
Wow, that's wicked. So I would say, when did you get this car? When did you start this build?
I got it in December of 2019.
Oh,
Oh, and they came. That's when they
Yeah,
came
you're
out.
like
yeah.
I was gonna say that's like early Mark V Supras.
wow, that's
Yeah.
sick.
I think I modded it within the first 3 months. I did a downpipe and tune.
And what's happened since then?
Since then, I mean, whatever you can think of it, it has it. The wheels in the front, I've been trying to get Workmeisters.
Hell yeah.
Just so they match the rears, but it's hard to find just someone selling a set.
You need the pair.
A pair of 5x120 or whatever these are.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, with the right
No doubt.
offset. Oh god, good luck.
Now, to make 800, did you say 800 at the wheels?
Yes.
To make 800 at the wheels, can you do that like bolt on and everything? I know the blocks are pretty robust. Or is this like an engine
Probably
out,
pure
built
800s.
head, everything?
No, it does. It's just the only issue I have is that the trans does slip. But I mean, I do have a big turbo sitting in my garage, so I'll be installing that hopefully next month, and it'll be 1,000 to the wheel.
Hell yeah. With a
Jeez.
T56 or something.
So are you like
behind
stock,
the engine?
stock diff, axles, drive shaft, and stuff like that, or do you have all of those swapped out?
No, everything's built except the transmission, and the motor is still stock too. So when I'm gonna do the big turbo, I'll be building the motor as well.
So what power level do those stock like axles and diffs and stuff take?
I was okay at 600, but after I passed 657, the transmission started slipping for me.
Oh, okay. Oh, so
Break
that's
a
kind of
bunch
when
of
stuff
axles
starts
on the way?
breaking on them.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, what
It
gear
is
do you even
full axles.
get traction in?
No.
I don't. I mean, even at 65, 70 roll racing, it'll slip.
That's so
That's
nuts.
insane, man. Yeah. Yeah, I would say, and do you have any, other than the turbo and the motor build, do you have any other big plans for the car coming up?
Honestly, no. I think that's it.
Yeah.
I don't want to cut it and make it wide body. I just want it to look
For
stock
sure.
outside.
Yeah,
And
is the
just-
goal, that was my next question, is the goal to keep this like almost on a sleeper level, like you can't really tell from the outside?
Yeah. When it used to rain, I put the regular tires in the back, and nobody knows. But once you put bead locks, people
Yeah, well, it
Yeah.
gives away the game a little bit.
Either you're going off-roading or you have 1,000 horsepower.
There's no in between.
yeah.
I'm surprised there hasn't been a trend of people putting bead locks on like normal ass cars.
A Prius?
On the
yeah.
Prius.
Yeah.
By the way, I have had 295 Pirelli Trofeo R's fit on the front of a second gen Prius without rubbing lock to lock.
Wow.
Swear to God, tried.
Well, yeah, honestly, it's such a clean Supra, and as a Toyota lover, I'm already like
You're a big Toyota guy,
on
yeah.
board with this. This is wicked. I think to be like full on feature wise, generally, if it was, in my opinion, I think a little more eye catching. So if maybe just a few little touches here and there to just make it pop a little more.
Right.
I do like the addition of the carbon fiber fender.
Although I notice it's different in every picture. We have like side
It
blade.
That one has
side
some
blade.
white, yeah.
Yeah, it has carbon fenders that are wrapped to match the paint.
Ah, nice. Okay.
It has the full carbon Sibin kit. The full interior is carbon.
Oh, damn.
It has the HKS carbon engine brace kit, and it has the roll cage for the carbon fiber.
Oh,
with the
dude.
HKS.
Wow, there's like,
I wish we got to see inside.
yeah.
I want to see that.
Wow.
And then I had the 8-piston big brake kit in the front with our R1 concepts.
Fire.
Yeah, you can kind of see that in the picture right down there. Those things
dude.
are massive.
Keep in touch.
and
I don't want to say yes or no to a full blown feature. We have the possibility of like a very motorsport heavy drag racing, et cetera issue. So
High
I
horsepower
wouldn't
number
count you
kind
out
of.
by any means.
Yeah.
But yeah, shoot us some photos of the inside, and if
Yeah.
you change anything, let us know. I would say we're gonna keep in touch at the very least.
100%.
Yeah, no, I'm on board. I love it.
Yeah, this
if
looks
you get
fun.
like an iridescent neochrome wrap, I think that might do it. I think that might.
Yeah, I've always wanted to wrap it like a midnight purple, or
That's
even
better.
like a mystic chrome.
Ooh, that'd be kind of cool.
Millennium Jade.
Millennium. I don't like Millennium Jade.
I know
You're
you
fired.
wouldn't like Millennium Jade.
It's
You
like-
also have no taste.
It's like baby puke green.
This guy is on thin
All right.
ice today.
Well, Chattar, thank you for calling in.
Appreciate your
Thank you
time,
for sharing us. We'll definitely be in touch.
100%.
Yeah, thanks, dude.
All right, you take care.
All right, see you later, brother.
Bye.
All right.
Cool guy.
You're on thin ice today, Hard John.
What I did?
Okay. You have no taste.
What? A physical
crazy.
effort. A physical effort. What? No taste in what?
Just in general.
Oh.
I mean, if we were going to make a checklist, it's not going to look good. Evo weighing on the IS.
Whoa, okay. Give it a chance.
Millennium Jade looks like baby puke. That
I
was a
don't like
direct
Millennium Jade.
quote.
It's such a boring color. I'm a huge
Crazy.
Isn't your
believer.
IS 6 colors?
Crazy.
I'm a huge believer in flake. And the Millennium Jade just doesn't have like any pearl in it.
I don't think you've seen a real Millennium Jade car.
No?
I saw one wrapped.
I saw one wrapped. I was like, yeah.
Shout out Akuma.
Oof.
Shout out T.
Yo, yo, where's T? Yo, bring your
If he's
R34
watching,
here.
he's gonna flame you.
We got a comment in general automotive news. I heard a friend that at Sick Prius might drop a post today. I'm telling you, Priuses.
Goes hard.
Sick.
Sick Prius.
Shout out
Everyone
Sick
in the
Prius.
chat, do you think Millennium Jade is
I like it.
Yeah. If you're watching right now, let us know. Is Millennium Jade a good color?
it overhyped or not?
Is it pretty sick?
I like it.
We're not talking about overhyped or underhyped.
Is it nice or
whatever.
not?
Is it nice? That's great paint.
You're
It is
allowed to have
good
your
paint.
opinion.
That's
it's
one of a
okay.
generation.
Hard John's not. Okay.
I don't like
You're
it.
allowed to be wrong. It's a free country.
No.
Well,
No.
so we have another event. So I'm going to do a segue similar to the one that Hard John did at the beginning.
Yeah, I did the wrong
Okay.
segue.
So last week, there was an event called
That's
Coachella.
where you were going.
Yeah, that's
Oh
where did
my
you think I was
God,
going?
You butchered
I scrolled
that.
a
You're
little
just
bit
an
too
idiot.
far down.
Okay.
These are fat fingers, all right, buddy. This trackpad.
Pain.
So there is an event called Coachella where there are a lot of different musicians, artists,
that out.
other musicians, other artists, etc. It's called a music festival happened.
What?
But for
Tupac
those
on, hologram.
Tupac.
but for those of you that don't listen to music, there was another event.
For those of you who don't listen to music.
Maybe I don't know, maybe you're Mennonite that's watching,
What? Okay.
Youssef doesn't listen to music.
called LowChella.
Oh.
Whoa.
LowChella.
It's a cella, but
Texas
it
be
is low.
popping off.
Look at this. Look at this quality of. Oh.
Oh,
Whoa. All right.
God.
that's physically fit.
That
Look at the quality of this
sucks.
video.
Oh, the Lexus badge on that? That's baller. What?
I love how they just cut your intro off and just started showing the footage.
T Media filmed all of this for us, not
Thanks,
R34
T
Akuma
Media.
T, different T.
Whoa. That was the same
I love
S2K
that-
bumper
that
as the
purple.
last guy. Wow. I went from never seeing it to seeing two back to back.
Wow, crazy how that works.
So this is the unfunctional vehicle show, I guess.
I love unfunctional vehicles. That was like my thing.
That Lexus badge on the truck.
I've seen so much that sucks already in this short.
Honestly, after going to Slammed Enough Gat and not seeing Luke there, again,
Right there.
I don't know how.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
clip. Real Mugen.
Nice. What is that purple color?
I don't know. Very bright.
I think it's an Inositech wrap, but I could be
that
wrong.
that checks out.
But yeah.
But
That
I
looks
was,
like they're.
Oh, that
they're
TSX
it.
wagon is kind of cool. No IS300s. Ugh.
But after going to Gat, Adam doesn't realize this. All of these camber cars, people actually drive them, and it's weird and it's funny because they scrape driving on flat ground.
Yeah, and if they take a corner too fast, they just spin out and have nothing.
I know, but when you go to Gat, you literally see people on perfectly flat ground completely scraping. I don't get it, and it's not like it's just one or two people. Like negative 15 degrees of camber there, you don't look at. Like that's the
I
amount.
don't look at it anywhere except to make fun of it.
There's a guy with the CRV rolling around with negative 38.
Oh, jeez.
It's captain of the Tiny Wiener fan club.
Chris says that mini truck is fire. Yeah, it is pretty nice.
The mini truck is the best part so far.
It'll loop or whatever.
It'll loop.
All right, so who is the shop by again? T Media. T Media is not who we have calling in. Are we talking to John at ProperGang? I don't know who that is, but I'm willing to listen to them defend this type of vehicle.
I defend these types
that
of vehicles.
S2K is pretty good.
Yeah, we're
like
talking
subtle
with John.
camber.
The S2K, the IS250.
The Integra is probably fun.
This one's
even
sick.
if it's a weird
This
color.
IS300 or
Is
500.
that a minivan? Did I see a minivan?
John, are you here with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
What up,
Oh,
dude?
well.
Hey, what's
I'm
up,
pro
man?
slammed minivan for sure.
What's going on?
So our boy Adam here doesn't like crazy camber in cars. We need somebody to change his mind.
I mean, that's not gonna happen. But we need somebody to.
Has he been in one yet?
Have I been
Yeah, have you been in one?
in a crazy cambered car? Yes.
Well, I don't know what to tell you because
Like, do you like terrible ride quality and inability to handle?
Yeah.
No.
Hey,
Well, I got
By the way,
nothing for ya.
inarguably, these ride better than cars on bags.
What? No.
No.
Yeah, tell that to my snap neck when I went over a freaking like speed bump and my head hit the roof.
Car's not that low.
There's not a chance.
I hate bags.
Was this like so LowChella? Is it like kind of a stancy show event, or is it just like a car show and there just happens to be a lot of this in the area?
it's specifically targeted towards stands.
Okay.
Where we're from, we have a lot of like regular car shows, I guess you could say, like Import Face Off. I think Low Class is hosting one later this month, and I think Low and Clean does a show here. But the demographic here is usually like fast boys, track stands, and things like that. And a lot of the people here, like this generation, is pretty young. So
Don't worry, we know.
We know what's up.
They're getting down. They're going crazy. So that's what the trend is, I guess.
So is this kind of like camber and stent and stuff like that legal in Texas?
This is in Oklahoma. But,
in Oklahoma. Sorry, I saw Texas play. My bad.
No, you're good. You're good. A lot of people come from all over. Say a lot, like at least like a good quarter of the show was from Texas.
Oh damn!
Wow.
But is that kind of like camber in Oklahoma like legal to drive on the road with, or do you guys like they don't really care?
Is it a gray area?
They don't really care. I mean, it depends who pulls you over or whatnot.
Okay.
Yeah, I got pulled over for 10 and he didn't say anything about the camera. He's just like, I'm pretty sure this is illegal, but I'm not gonna bother.
That's for us. It's like
The
very
paperwork
strict.
is too complicated for that. There are some cars here that I kind of like. That S2000 is pretty hard.
Yeah.
Man, the one nice thing about camber is it's such a good anti-theft device. Like, no one is stealing your car. How are you going to jack it up? How are you going to do it?
Nobody's stealing your wheels.
Yeah.
I can't even steal the wheels, and I own the car.
Can't steal my own wheels.
No, it's always interesting hearing about like what other states and provinces and stuff think about these camber cars, because for us, it's like you cannot drive that for more than 30 minutes without like the police literally impounding your car.
It is like hell on
Like, you
earth.
can't.
Like, everyone is after you.
30 minutes max, by the way. before getting
5-star
impounded.
wanted level.
One of my friends, 8 police cars on him, and it's negative 15 degrees here.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely
Doing
a
nothing,
young
by the way,
person's
yeah.
game.
So
Granted, some of these do look sick. Like some of the vehicles, I'm sure, are like well crafted. Some.
You're some, not so much.
So
I
John,
want more of that S2000.
was it a big turnout here at this event, or would you say like you've seen bigger?
Yeah, the turnout was insane. It could have been bigger, but we had a lot of bad weather lately, and there was a lot of shows in Texas that did cancel, and I think in Arkansas it canceled. There was actually a bunch of same like shows that happened on the same day, so we were like, screw it, we're just gonna go through it and hope for the best, and it came out amazing.
What's the venue? Where is this show?
So the venue is actually at like a it's basically a building with a lot of food restaurants inside of it.
Okay, hell yeah.
And they have drinks and stuff like that. And parking there is like perfect too, because it has a bunch of like underneath like under the parking.
I like that. A show with food is already my favorite kind of show. That is actually a minivan. I'm so on board with the slant. That's the kind of vehicle that, like, yeah, give it obsessive camber and like stupid things. Van culture, hell yeah.
Yeah, this event really looks sick. Thanks so much for coming on. We really appreciate it, and looking forward to hearing about more events up in your ends.
Ooh.
Yeah, man. Thanks for calling in and chatting with us about the event.
You guys should definitely pull up for next year.
Oh yeah,
All right.
we are.
We'll send Harjon.
Yeah, we'll bring Youssef's Prius.
I'm down.
A lot of
bring the
negative
Prius.
30s.
Long.
Appreciate you. Thanks so much.
All right,
Take
thanks,
care, man.
man.
Have a good one.
All right, yeah, dude. We're getting some good footage today. I like it.
Yeah.
You know, honestly,
Me like it.
I love big camber cars.
Yeah.
There's so much work. But yeah, that's actually true. One of my friends got boxed in by like 6, 7, or 8 cops or something
That
like
doesn't
that.
surprise me.
He was just driving
Crazy.
in my area, like he was literally going to Wendy's, and he was doing the speed limit.
Criminal.
In his negative 15 or negative 16,
Felon.
something like that.
No
and then-
Dave's double for you, buddy. Oh,
Hardened criminal.
Oh, the
Dave's double from Wendy's, a burger.
funnier one.
Double for you.
One of my buddies was getting his plates pulled for his modifications on his Golf, and he asked me to come with a set of dealer plates so he could drive the car home. That was a funnier one. The cop was not happy. They pulled his plates, and I show up with dealer plates, and they were
Perfect.
and I pull up, and the
rats.
cop was clearly a car guy because I pull up, and he's like, "My E46 M3 was debadged." He's like, "Oh, is that is that a
Whoa.
real M3?"
Is this another full carbon
Oh, damn.
Nissan?
Oh, transition.
Bro.
Holy dollar bills.
It's a lot of.
All
That's
I
a lot
see
of
is
engine.
carbon fiber body panels.
a
That's a
lot of-
lot of front lip.
That's a lot
That is
of
a lot
carpets
of
on the
front lip.
interior.
This thing's got that underbite.
This car is a lot. That's the best word to put it.
Hey, you need to shovel your driveway? Nah, let me just
I
pull
got
out my
you.
car.
Yo, we have shovel at
Carbon
home.
fiber's crazy.
The shovel.
Wow.
This is a lot for a non-wide body
Okay,
car.
so I do
Oh, it
know
is
for a
wide body.
fact
I lied.
it's LS swapped,
Oh, hey, yeah, it is.
full
That's still
carbon
story.
fiber. It's except for the rear bumper, which is
I'm not a fan of the rear bumper. It doesn't match.
Maybe something happened.
Yeah, something could have happened.
Is this all real carbon fiber? I can't see up close enough. I just see like the gray texture.
It looks a little bit wavy, so I think so.
right. The
'cause-
hood has to be.
Oh, but yo, sometimes wavy can also mean just overstretched vinyl.
No, but it's not in an overstretched way. Like, look at it.
True feed them.
I hate when people have diamond stitch floor mats. on popular
I'm not a
made.
fan.
I hate it.
I-
I think it cheapens any car.
I think it's played out now.
Personally, also not into it, but I get it.
Wait,
I
do we
get
all
the
agree
appeal.
on something for the first?
Whoa. Sound
Wait,
the
Julia.
Friggin' alarm.
Julia.
Sorry, what's up?
Diamond stitch floor mats, yes or no?
That's a unanimous.
Ooh, baby!
Oh,
Let's go. It's been
The
literally
synergy at this desk.
Congratulations,
Crazy.
Kyle. You
22
unified
long
the table.
episodes.
We finally did it,
unified
guys.
through distaste.
We finally have one mod. that
Maybe
none of
we
us
can
like.
be friends.
unified
Nah, I'm
with hate
still
as
out.
one.
That's funny.
Now let's talk
Maybe
to
we
Kyle.
can be friends.
Let's stop
He
roasting
has a flat,
Kyle.
flat
Yeah,
front tire
yeah.
in that video.
Oh no, really?
Yeah.
Flat tire?
Yeah, he doesn't
Oh,
front
no.
left.
Oh no.
No, it's not a wrap. That answers your question.
Hell
Wicked,
yeah.
wicked.
Good
Crazy
stuff.
sticker to put though.
Yeah, baller build.
Luke says the crimson chin lip goes crazy.
I love.
That's hilarious.
I love how it's a little bit red too. So.
I love the wing. This car must go on the highway really well. It's
long,
in air brake mode.
long vehicle.
Okay, do we have the owner of this vehicle on the phone?
Kyle, you chilling?
I'm chilling, guys.
Yo, what's up,
I'm chilling.
dude? Now that we've spent a good 30 seconds roasting all of your choices, I actually don't hate the car like that. I was just making fun of
Appreciate it.
stuff.
Thank you.
No, it looks fun, man.
Ooh,
what's
LSZ
going on
badge
with
on the
that
back.
LS? What's happening?
This must have took a lot of work.
Yeah.
It's yeah, I've owned the car for like 17 years. It's gone
Holy
through yeah, it's gone through a lot of different phases, and this is kind of where we're at the moment.
That's wicked. Ooh, are those? What are the mirrors? I
Oh,
just
yeah.
caught that on the lock by.
Those are craft squares.
Did you have to make the base plates, or is that like made for the car?
They come from craft square like that, and then I just painted them black.
Okay, nice. No,
You know what's
those are
crazy?
Pretty sick.
Like timeline wise, did you owned this car? Oh, it's twin turbo. Jesus.
Oh my god.
You owned this car
Jeez.
before the 370 came out. Then.
I did, yeah.
Okay.
Whoa.
So he's had it for a while.
Okay, so what kind of power are you making?
On E85 and full map, it's like just over 1100.
Jesus
What?
Damn.
Christ.
I was not expecting
I
that.
thought so.
Yo, maybe the diamond stitch
I
mats
saw
aren't
the
that bad
twin
anymore.
turbo, like a nice twin turbo setup on the LS. I knew we were touching 4 digits at some point. That's insane.
Yeah, it's rowdy. It's fun though.
I bet.
Yeah,
I think this is one of the first like 4-digit cars we've had on the podcast. No.
So are these
yeah.
are these replacement panels? Is this an overlay? What's the story with the carbon fiber?
Yeah, they're all replacement panels. So like
Good
the quarters have been hacked out, and only like about a 1/4 inch of the sheet metal is there, so that it could bolt up to it. But everything else, like the doors are full carbon fiber, fenders, everything. So nothing's wrapped, nothing's overlaid.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Okay, that's pretty fire.
Yeah, this is very crazy.
What happened to the rear bumper? I gotta know.
It was originally a charge speed rear bumper, and nobody makes like a good looking carbon fiber rear bumper. So I was like, well, let's just hack it off and let's put the TS diffuser on the bottom of it. And then a couple months ago, finally somebody made like a OEM half carbon fiber bumper that would have worked perfectly. but I like the little vents on the side, and it just has a little touch. But there's not a whole lot of choices out there for rear bumper, so it's kind of the oddball out.
That's fair. This is still friggin' insane, dude.
Yeah.
This is
Thank you.
gorgeous.
This is very well done.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Is this like your show vehicle? Is this your daily driver? Is
This is not his daily driver.
Where does
Yes,
this slot in?
It was a daily at one point until I found another car, and I was like, okay, I got to stop driving this thing because it gets like 4 miles to the gallon. So it had to go in the garage. But yeah, now it's just like a weekend fun car, show car. So it sits in the garage a lot now.
That's wicked.
I like the 370Z style, like the 370 Nismo front bumper, like the red.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it had one of the first ones on it that ever had. So like the 3-piece lip that's in the front comes from Carbon Signal in Dubai. And it was like the first 370 style bumper on a 350 with that lip on it. And then it got wrecked on the freeway by like a spare tire. Like a piece of shrapnel came off. So then somebody actually made a carbon fiber one, and it's not my favorite. I actually don't really like it a whole lot, to be honest, but it kind of fit the motif of everything going on, so we swapped that out.
Hey, dog, we heard you like front lips.
Yeah.
Does this?
I hate front lips.
Do you get traction whatsoever?
Not really.
Yeah.
No, it's like 500 wheels, about as much as those wheels will take.
The common denominator I've noticed with everybody with high horsepower cars is them saying, honestly, 500 is way better.
It used to be supercharged on a built VQ before we did the LS swap, and I had more fun driving it with that power than with this. Like, it's cool to have like a dyno sheet that says those numbers on it, but it's not usable like at all unless you were equipped.
What's your opinion on the perfect power level? We were just having this debate.
I like 700 to 800. Like two wheel 700 to 800 is awesome.
I actually think 350 wheel, 350 torque is like the perfect number for a street car.
No, I think 420.
I think it depends on what you're doing with it, but at the end of the day, like, to each their own. So I'm not road racing or tracking or going nuts on it, but like straight line fun, like I dig that.
This is fair. Like it's very built.
Yeah, talking about more than meets the eye. I first saw this, I was like, okay, another guy who like made a carbon fiber car, and it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Strange. No, this is.
You kind of look back and you're like, oh, vinyl wrapped carbon fiber Z. Okay. And then it's like, wait, nah. Take another look at it.
Yeah, this is
it's funny you mentioned the stickers, because that was everybody at shows would come up and like girls are scratching it with their nails and people are trying to peel it up, and I'm like, guys, this is awesome. So we just put stickers on it for funsies.
Yeah.
I'm a firm believer in a car isn't a build if you can put it back to stock in a weekend, and this clearly cannot be put back to stock in any capacity in any amount of time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, fair.
Yeah, not a chance.
This is very well done.
All right, so Adam, where do you think we might have placement options?
I have no idea what the themes are going forward at this point, but I think there's a good chance we find somewhere to put this.
Yeah, this build is pretty baller.
There's a lot happening. I think the engine bay alone and like
it's worthy of
the fact that it makes that much power is like an added bonus. You don't just get a feature for making power, but like making power out of an engine that looks that good.
If the car
an off chassis.
If the car was aesthetically just about stock and it had that engine bay, that would still be feature-ish.
Especially if we do a performance issue.
Right.
And focus on, 1,000+ horsepower, bead-locked wheels and stuff like that previous Supra that we saw today.
Yeah, very motorsport.
I could see this fitting in. 1,000+ horsepower 350.
It's a lot of horses under that engine bay.
It's a lot of there's a lot of horses in there.
Well, Kyle,
That's
we
funny.
appreciate you submitting and calling in and talking to us.
Thank you so much
for joining.
No, thanks for having me. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Be in touch, man.
Thanks, brother.
Appreciate you.
See ya.
Bye.
Woo. Crazy.
Okay, our next feature up on the docket.
Luke says the best VQ is the one sitting on the shop floor that you just removed for a swap.
Oof.
Damn.
Damn.
The best VQ is NA and makes 600 horsepower.
But they go all VQs.
Oh, wait, can you do that sound again, please?
No.
Please.
Clip it.
So this next vehicle is something that we have reviewed a few.
What do we got?
We have refuted
Yo, is that your phone?
Tesla.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
This man, long ass leg.
Oh,
whoa! It's purple as hell.
we were
is that
just-
Mickey Mouse? Mickey Mouse is a headliner.
Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse.
That's Mick Mouse.
It's Mick Mouse.
I hate everyone here on this table.
That is a crazy interior. First,
We were just
So-
talking about
The Starlight headliner, yeah.
Those
This
are
is by far the
lunchtime,
fastest car that we featured today.
Yeah. Oh,
And
really?
it's
Actually
a
might
family
be.
SUV. It's a Plaid.
I would love to see all
Is it a
3 cars
Plaid?
race.
a
Supra,
Plaid.
How can you
Supra,
tell?
350 of the Tesla.
Because in our sheet it says 2023 Tesla Model X Plaid.
Oh hell yeah! Okay.
But this is the fastest car we reviewed today.
big brain moves.
probably goes real fast. We dynoed one at MPP to find out what the equivalent horsepower is.
What do they make?
It's like 900 and something.
Wow.
It's like 1,000 horsepower car. It's
That's
bonkers.
crazy.
Wait, you know what's actually kind of crazy?
What are you gonna tell us?
Is the interior purple on this?
I don't think
The
so.
seats?
I
Is
think
that
it's just a
Mick
reflecting.
Mouse?
Mick Mouse.
Oh, I tripped out for a second.
You thought it was the car we watched a video of.
I thought it was a car
It
we
is
watched a
Holy,
YouTube video
look
on
at that.
earlier.
That's an insane.
There's a lot of
trunk setup.
RGB
Holy
light.
moly!
Trunk? No, thank you.
Man, your grocery's gonna be at a rave going home.
No,
Disney
you put
is
them in the
gonna
front.
send you a cease and
Just-
desist. Disney's not having this. Cease and desist on the way.
Oh, Mickey on the rims too? Is that? Oh, never mind.
Guys, I have a surprise. The owner's on the phone. Who would have guessed?
Oh, Minnie Mouse.
Mick Mouse.
It's Minnie Mouse, not Mickey Mouse, or it's both. I don't know.
Minnie Mouse was in the.
Imagine the
on
owner
side.
gets on the phone. She's like, "Yeah, like it's not Mickey Mouse themed. I don't know what you guys are talking."
I
And
just
she
like
gets
these
on the phone.
circles.
It's like,
Whoa, it's like Alice in Wonderland in
Whoa.
the back. That's
Oh.
kind of cool.
okay, the interior goes hard. I'm not gonna lie. Have a little
Jeez.
tea party back
I'm
there.
all for Tesla show cars because when you're at a car show and you get bored, you could literally snap in your air conditioned car.
Play some video games.
Oh,
on it.
all the airs in the front. The front.
Whoa. Okay.
Who is shaking the table?
Who,
John.
who's doing that?
Stop.
Definitely not me.
Stop.
This is
Harjan has a problem with like moving his foot or shaking the table every single episode.
Or having bad taste in
you know, we were
cars.
talking about doing like an EV/hybrid issue, and this would look right at home. It's
yeah.
just so showy. It's
We
like a rolling art piece here.
have had not enough modded EVs, and I gotta say this one really takes a
It
cake.
just looks fun in general.
Let's put the owner on the phone.
Yeah, Michelle.
you here?
Michelle, you here?
Hi.
How's it
Hey.
going?
Yes, I am.
This looks really fun. Is it Mickey Mouse or Minnie Mouse themed, or is it everything Disney? And,
Or is it
and then
nothing to do
more?
with that at all?
Or are we just crazy?
Yeah, we're going crazy.
Actually, it is. It's Disney themed. Not specifically Mickey, not specifically Minnie.
Gotcha.
It's kind of a mix of both. I'm a huge Disney fan, so when I started to mod the car, I wanted to bring the essence of me into it.
I got you. Your cease and desist
Yes.
from Disney is on the way.
The lawyers have been in contact.
That's always my worry with them, but I feel like I've done it tastefully, where it's not too much. It's just kind of hidden in the car.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
I think it's
Only kidding.
perfect.
You're not profiting off of their images, so I think you're good. What is this
Thank
color?
you so
What's
much.
going on? It's so
It's wrapped really well.
shiny.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So this is Avery Diamond Purple.
It is Denison.
Yes, it's Avery Denison. We had this color placed on the vehicle when we went wide body for SEMA 2024. And it's actually no longer this color.
Oh.
We actually, it's, as we speak, it's in the shop with Inazatech. And we're going to be revealing a new color with them, hopefully for their next Cars and Coffee on April 20th.
Exciting. Is it just as whimsical, or is it more more subtle? What's the deal? Can you
I guess
say?
that's subjective. I think it kind of depends on what you find whimsical.
Let's make our predictions.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a couple questions.
So-
All of your LED lights
Sure.
and stuff, do you run those off the like stock 12-volt battery, or do you have like a secondary?
So the Tesla Model X Plaid actually has a 16 volt on the front, so we're running off the 16 volt.
Oh, I didn't know they were 16. Interesting. And then,
Yes.
what awards do you usually win or attempt to win at shows with with Teslas?
Well, a lot of shows are now incorporating us, thank goodness, which a lot of times we have the best EV category. I tend to take best stance a lot. I've taken best interior. The interior is fairly new, so I don't have many awards for it yet. I have taken Best Frunk, Best Wheel and Tire.
Best Frunk is so cool.
Very all over the place.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I've kind of got a little bit of everything, thank goodness. So
That's awesome.
yeah, it's not just specifically one category, but now that Teslas are kind of coming out more in the car show scene, we're getting our own category, which is really nice. I did recently take Best Female Driven at Showcase Show Off here in SoCal. So
nice.
That one was really cool because it was actually on International Women's Day. So
That's awesome.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
that one was cool. I was proud of that one.
Now, you have this is dialed in fitment and stance and things like that. Is that just a product of the air suspension sitting where you want it to, or do you modify the hell out of this thing underneath?
I've modified the hell out of it underneath. I'm running intuitive camber and toe arms. I have lowering links. I have a custom dump box. So yeah, this stance did not just come naturally. It's
Gotcha.
taken a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, a lot of trial and error. Even cracked fenders.
Whoa.
Damn.
But yeah, it's taken a lot to have it sit this pretty.
Is the wide body metal?
Actually, no, it's carbon fiber.
Oh, sick.
It's
All right.
carbon fiber,
Respect.
yeah. That wide body, man. we just went wide body for SEMA 2024. The car was actually wide bodied within, I want to say, 3.5 months.
Okay.
We went full SEMA crunch. It took a lot because of the Falcon doors kind of needing to be incorporated into that wide body. It took a lot of trial and error because every time that door opens, because it's that moving part, we would get cracks. We would get yes, and when the car settles or when it's driving, that bounce. It was really difficult, but I am proud to say that I think that I am the first molded wide body Model X Plaid out there, and
hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm really proud of the build. It's come a long way. I did start building it in 2023. We bought the car in June, and we just kind of took it and ran with it.
I think you did a damn good job.
Crazy job.
It looks fun. It looks,
Thank you.
like I said, whimsical. This is a really good showpiece.
Whimsical is such a good word.
And the headliner, we kind of skipped over it during the video, but I'm looking at the photo now. That headliner is unreal.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Thank you. That's one of honestly my favorite modifications on the car. So basically, I'm not sure if you guys have either gone to Disney Florida or here in SoCal. There's one specific ride that I took that inspiration from, which was Mickey and Minnie's Railway. At the end of the ride, you get to see basically fireworks and hidden Mickey heads popping out through the fireworks. So in my headliner, when you look up, you see firework booms, and there's 27 hidden Mickeys throughout the entire vehicle.
God. Okay, that's awesome.
That's such a sick.
Great.
So I was really, really proud of that one. I love that mod. I think everybody who gets to sit in those captain's chairs really does get a feel for that specific moment in that ride.
That's awesome.
The attention
Michelle,
to detail is insane.
Right? Well, there's a good theme going on here, and I think that earns you a feature in the upcoming EV issue. Michelle, thank you very much.
Thank you
so much.
Yeah.
And for calling in.
Thank you guys for
chatting with
having
us.
me.
Thank you.
It was our
Really
pleasure.
appreciate
Michelle,
it.
before we let you go, who's your favorite Disney character?
Oh, that's an easy one. I'm a huge Minnie Mouse fan.
All right.
Okay.
Fair play.
Explains the trunk. All right.
Well, thanks so much for your time. Really appreciate it, and look forward to hearing back from you later on.
Yeah, we'll be in touch.
Sick.
Thank you guys. Appreciate your time as well. Have a good day.
Thank
you.
Bye.
You too.
Bye bye.
She's like, I love Goofy.
Do you know what's crazy? We don't see many EV builds in the Northeast. Like, I've seen, out of all the shows that I've gone to, like,
I mean, technically we have one in our parking lot, but
I guess
I'm saying like the full builds like that Model X. I have seen.
Yeah, to that extent.
The one at our 2023 Englishtown Tesla Rex, like the purple one with the cage and everything. That's the only one I've seen out of all. Like, and I've gone to a lot of shows like.
And the MPP
East
one,
Coast.
but that's like a track car. That's not.
That's
like
not. I'm saying like just a show
not
car.
a lot of show Teslas out here.
I've only seen one at like the probably 50+ shows I've been to on this coast.
But I
It's
will
interesting.
say, I see like 8 out of 10 Teslas I see are wrapped like some rose
They're all-
gold or like.
But it makes sense.
Tesla owners love terrible wraps.
Some tacky color.
It makes sense to build a Tesla though, because you don't. It's way cheaper because you don't need to do.
You don't modify the engine.
No
You don't need to
maintenance.
modify
You
the
don't
engine.
tune it. You don't nothing.
And you could. It doesn't matter what the heck you do to it. You could still drive it every single day.
That's true.
Okay,
We have one more.
Mr. GT Tango Mussi himself.
Jeez, it's Mussi's car.
He's
Mussi.
actually a very good friend.
Isn't this
Of mine?
pre all the mods it has
Wait.
right now, or is this what it looks like right now?
This is pre all the mods. The interior looks this. He does have a full custom interior.
I think I just always see it with the trunk and hood open, so I don't know what it looks like when it's closed.
Crazy air setup, crazy trunk setup, crazy.
Yeah, the car's
interior.
actually nice.
It's a very rare color. They have 2 different oranges apparently, or something like that. Ford. This is like the rare one.
What in the Corvette owner is
gonna get
going on?
into
right
it.
Yeah.
Only one with that VIN number made that year.
Really?
But no, it's actually just a very like clean, very custom build overall, and he's going even more over the top with it. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna let him
Okay.
speak his piece.
Did he get into GAT last year?
He didn't go to GAT last year.
Wow.
Damn.
Better be going this year. Yo, that fitment is like really nice.
It's spicy.
The car is actually like very properly put together.
That's
It's very well done.
really good dialed in fitment.
The
I
whole
like
car is very well done.
the crowns and like the fog light holes.
I was gonna say there's not much more to say about it, but that's also because I see the car a lot. But there's a lot to say about
it's
it.
probably like harder for you to notice things here and there
Yeah.
because you're
Luke
so you-
says pumpkin patch pony.
pumpkin patch pony. I'm dancing at the.
James says Teslas are super easy to wrap. That's why they're always wrapped.
It makes
that does
sense.
make sense.
Makes
There are a
sense.
lot of flat panels.
Yeah.
Well, surprise, surprise, we have him on the line.
Mussi, what's happening, bro?
Ring,
Yo,
ring,
yo.
ring, ring.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, how's it going, brother?
Wait a minute.
Good, good. How are you guys?
Good, good.
So I've seen the car a bunch of times before. It's not a stranger to us here. Has anything changed over the past like year or so? What's like your newest additions to this thing?
Honestly, man, I think Youssef knows there's a lot of things that's going to change very soon.
A lot of things.
The car is actually like gutted right now, exterior wise. I put a lot of time in detail, like, focusing on the details in the interior. And even though the exterior is nice, I just think that it needs a bit more of something that kind of catches your eye to take it to that next level.
Okay.
So the focus on this year will be more exterior wise, and got new wheels coming, and a few things are changing for the interior, but we're really going to take it to the next level, getting a lot deeper into the build.
That's awesome, man. It's already like very, very show ready from any point of view.
Yeah.
So that's exciting.
Are we gonna do a color change for 25 or what are you thinking?
No, actually, it's
Don't you dare
gonna be
mess
the
with that
same color. So there's actually 3 different oranges, Youssef, not 2.
Yeah, Youssef,
But-
come on.
My bad, my bad.
But when I ordered the car, it was 1 out of 5 2022 is orange, cyber orange. But they were limited to only the 2022s. It was like a Mach E anniversary color that Ford released, and they had them on a certain number of Ford Mustang GTs with the performance package.
Wow, so it's a pretty rare car. It's kind of sick.
Yeah, I tried to basically include my wife in the build as well. When I met her through the car scene, it was her idea to do the crown and the king and the fog lights in the front.
Oh, jeez.
So that was her touch.
Nice.
And then in the armrest, I got like, you can't really see it over there, but in the pictures, if they pull it up, I got like a hand embroidered. Took like 48 hours, a custom hand embroidery. They put like half a lion and half a
Holy
sunflower. Based on like me meeting my wife was like the sunflower part, and then the other half was the lion part was me like going through health complications that I overcome. So basically, the car it's sentimental to us. We met because of the car, and we're just trying to basically do what we think looks best. And when I got into the show scene, it's only my first year like doing shows, like taking it seriously, basically.
Right.
But I didn't see anyone that actually focused on the details. It was more like, let's put bucket seats in, boost the car, and
Right.
put
Bags and
drag
wheels
That's
sort of
the
thing,
Mustang
Yeah, then
GT.
trailer to every show.
Yeah.
No, it's cool
Yeah,
to see.
so I just wanted to like focus on the details and make it a full-on show car and kind of just tell my story. Use my car to tell my story, basically with my health situation and I'm meeting my wife and everything. And I've had the blessing to like meet
great friends because of the car. And shout out Gaslight Endgame.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's such. I think the thing that I like about especially the interior, there's such like a fine balance between the interior looking chaotic and looking like just aesthetically nice.
Yeah, I feel like interiors can be overcrowded very fast. Like if you do the
Especially in a
diamond
small car.
Exactly, diamond stitching on the floor.
No, that's what I'm saying. When everything looks very chaotic in them, it's like, yeah,
it's too much.
It's also nice to see like what I would still consider a new vehicle. It's only a few years old.
Wow,
Not like your usual, I put wrap and wheels and that's it. And like whatever cheap bolt on I could get off eBay. Like, no, it's cohesive.
well done.
And the interior is really
I just
nice.
noticed that.
Actually, like, even for the interior, you guys are talking, even for the interior, like to find we had to color match the actual threading, like a company in the States. We sent over my gas cover to the States for them to actually make like a color match thread for them to stitch the diamond stitching, because the oranges we were finding here and it was either two orange and two yellow. The car's like a mango color.
Right.
So they had to like literally custom make a color stitching thread.
That's cool.
And that's what makes a build a build.
Yeah. You can't take this apart in a weekend.
Can't take this apart in a weekend.
I do like that color a lot too. That's good paint.
Yeah, like you said about the crowns, like the his and her crown is so sick. Because even in the trunk you have that design, and on the front, like, man, that's so wicked. I like that, and it's got a nice story
throughout the whole car. Yes.
Yeah. No, this thing's great. What do we think? We can.
I think there's room for it somewhere. I don't know where right now. I have no idea what the features are.
We know the features, but I think it's a safe yes just because of how well thought out all of the little stuff are. Not just parts thrown out.
How much horsepower are you pushing, Mussi?
So right now it's at 91, because last year before the ad at MLZ show, I think it was in Ottawa. My headers were leaking because we used the aftermarket, basically like the gasket.
Oh boy!
So we have to go back to OEM gasket. So basically that's the best thing apparently to run on the Cook's headers. So it's dialed down right now to 91. So with the 91 tune, I'm pushing 486 to the crank.
That's still plenty.
But with 94, it's 430 to the wheel and 547 to the crank.
Yeah,
and a 10 speed. Remember that.
That's a 10 speed. Yeah, 10 speed.
Deadly.
I mean, the 10 speed is also tuned just to get quicker and firmer, smoother gear changes. And everything else is like basically bolt on, like Corsa cold air intake, Cook's long tube headers, and Ralph's exhaust. So we also upgraded the throttle body.
Sick, dude.
So
yeah, I'm excited to see.
T365 throttle body.
I'm excited. You say a lot's changing right now, and Youssef grins about it. So there's obviously something extreme going on. So
yeah, Youssef knows something that we don't.
I definitely do like the build. Yeah.
Maybe we'll revisit when all is said and done. I'm excited to see the final results, man.
Yeah, and I'm excited to share it with you guys.
Dude, Mussi, thank you for calling in and submitting. It's always good to hear from you, man, and I'm sure we'll see you at a show real soon.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, dude.
Maybe even this weekend.
For sure. Thank you for the pay.
Thank you.
Hey, see you later, man.
Easy, bro.
Thank you.
All right.
And I think that wraps up an episode. We've been going for a bit here. We're over an hour. So
and
maybe it's time to close it out for the viewers that have stuck around. Thank you, by the way, if you're still sticking around.
Yeah.
Where would
we be without our viewers?
Without you?
Probably still here, just looking for other viewers.
Yeah. But yeah, that settles episode. Where are we now? 22.
22.
Oh, we missed 21.
PASMAG Editorial Desk.
21.
21.
And hey guys, don't forget, issue 178 is out on the website.
Oh.
You can see that right there. The double issue. Pow, 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 pow. PASMAG 365 Rally. And the podcast issue. Wow, so sick. 2 issues in one? Insane. $19 Canadian. US $14.99 around that issue. Yeah, pick it up. It's pretty good. We are selling out. Like, we had our first print pretty much almost done. So if you wanna be a part of the action, jump on it. Jump on it. Jump on it. Jump. All right.
Shop promos are getting better. So, and yeah, lastly, you know the deal. Don't forget to submit your cars, submit your stories. Reach out if you're a contributor and you want to contribute. We can get you on the Discord if you're not there already. If you are there, chat with us. Let us know what you're doing. Follow us on all the social platforms. And, of course, subscribe right here on YouTube and hit that little notification bell so you know when we go live in case you're missing the new time. We are now 1 p.m. Eastern consistently, at least for the time being.
Also, if you guys have any very interesting car stories, something like, I'm not just talking about, oh, me and my buddies went on a road trip. I'm talking about like some crazy stuff. Hit us up and we would love to cover your story. Like, not necessarily just shows. Like, if you just have like a very interesting car story or something like that, we'd love to cover it, whether it be in written, video, whatever kind of like fits your theme. But yeah, definitely shoot us a DM at PASMAG on Instagram and we will be in contact.
Yeah, let's get the conversation going.
Hell yeah.
Yes, sir. Okay, and that's a freaking show. We'll see you guys next week.
See you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.